Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright. We're gonna get a little serious right now. I would like to bring out a video of something I just ran into, and one of the sisters are talking about some real work, and this is what I mean about some people are called to, do a little stuff and the light stuff, and then there's other people that have been called to talk about the darker stuff of the nature of the world in the Bible. And I used to get angry about other people not talking about stuff, but maybe the Lord didn't call you to talk about it. Usually because, you didn't have to live around it, or you didn't have to go through it. So you probably wouldn't really know how to relate to those people, right? So, I think this is why I and many of the brothers and sisters have started their own things to talk about. And those things are controversial because it makes makes some people not feel good. And that's okay because, maybe you didn't go through it, or maybe you did and it broke you. But we all been broken for something. And that's what the Father is for. To be made whole again. To be forgiven for our mistakes and the choices that we make. So, without any further ado, I'm gonna allow this young sister to do some older man work, some older woman work, because I don't hear too many preachers that are men or women discuss things like this. They bring them up, but it's like watching a kiddie show or something. It's literally like watching. It's like it's almost like it's controlled and told. Nah, don't talk about it too much. Bring it up, but you know. But I get it. There may be kids watching and stuff, but the subject has to do with kids. So what the fuck is going on? Get the kids, put them away. Like service announcement. This is where we get real. Put your kids away. We're going to talk about how to protect them and prevent these things. I think that's what my father kind of like made the book, and his people and the people that are supposed to follow the word. I think we're supposed to be protecting, if none other else. If we're not supposed to protect each other, we're supposed to protect the children.
Is being illuminated at this time.
Right?
A lot of people don't like the truth, and I don't care.
Me neither.
And I don't notice many people speaking on it, so I'm going to go ahead.
Go ahead.
The Most High created us authentically to be with the opposite sex. That's the only way that we can reproduce. And we are literally molded and sculpted, our physical, the way that we are as a whole, our entire being, as a woman or as a man, has been created and suits the opposite sex.
Like the yin and yang symbol that I keep showing you guys and related to so many different things in science and nature. And, I keep trying to tell you, man and woman is the yin and yang on a certain level. It's, we're opposites. You can't have the yin and yang circle of life without both of them being right next to each other, right? Yeah. Now, how's the circle of life continue with man and woman? What do we gotta do? We gotta get right next to each other, don't we? And then we gotta have a wrestling match.
due to trauma, due to our innocence being stripped, due to...
When you said this, and I heard this for the first time, I said, I don't think innocence can be stripped. I think it could be covered up because the Lord gives us our innocence. Now, it can be tainted, it could be like, because we define innocence as a time frame or a certain, like, all right, sexually. Innocence, since this is where we're going with this, like, I hope you understand this. When a kid is disrespected or a woman is disrespected before their time, we say their innocence was taken. But I don't think that one thing defines our innocence, because if that child hasn't murdered, aren't they still innocent? You get it? So it's like it's the law. You get it? The laws is what makes you innocent. If you break the law, you get it? So it's in a sense being tainted, covered up, and thrown dirt upon so that you go and break the law. See, I realized a long time ago, these evil people know it's a contest, and they don't have the capability to say, come join my team, we're gonna lose in the end. That's not good advertisement. So, they gotta do tricks and all these they do the opposite of what the Lord says to do. And they use these tactics to humble us. And then if we're not taught the law and the Most High and love and forgiveness, then you grow angry and your ego takes over, and your ego remembers what happens to you and how nobody helped you. But at some times you don't realize these people are smart. They singled your ass out and told everybody you were crazy and that you're a liar and you're making up stories. You don't realize how big the game is.
Generational curses or generational cycles of molestation, rape, sexual abuse of any sort.
Batman does.
Us having lust instilled in us. Kids experimenting on one another due to somebody doing something to them and sparking something lustful, sexual in them at a young age. Boys and girls.
Yes. I myself am a victim of this situation. When I was younger, I remember being sexual at a very early age. And as I got older, I wondered, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why do I want to touch girls and all? Why did I go from this to now I look at them like that? And you hear the word puberty and all this. I wasn't in fucking high school. So, as somehow miraculously a fucking child figures out there's something wrong with me, I need to refrain from this. And as I get older and get near high school, I get my first girlfriend and I say, I'm not gonna have sex with her. I'm going to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. I don't know why I have to. Why is this so special? Why do I feel like if I have sex with this girl, I'm going to lose something? I'm going to be like them. All these other fucking older niggas that run around bragging and, I got the pussy and and then I see the same dude crying in the corner though. Talking sob stories. He was tough 10 seconds ago, but next week she's got him by the balls. He's got a disease. He's this and that. He this all these little things, and I'm like, yo, I'ma wait.
It altered and tainted us in terms of our innocence, in terms of our sexuality. So some of us grow up liking to be abused in the bedroom. Some of us grow up liking the same sex or thinking that we want to live a life of only having sex with the same sex, because what we remember is, or some people don't remember, someone of the same sex molest.
Do you understand that scientists and, madmen of the old days figured out if you abuse someone enough, some people will forget the abuse. Especially if you have multiple tactics of, keeping that person away from everybody and then governing the story around them. They're a little off. They're crazy. Don't believe the things they say. They're bipolar. They're fucking blah, 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 blah. They're black. That's the easiest one. They're fucking black. What the fucking black? Yeah, don't believe them. Get it? See, I'm not beat for these fucking shenanigans. This is why the Lord made me Batman. This is why the Lord made me Goku. Because you can't become something that you're not already. Other motherfuckers rename shit, and I'll find their original names of what these things really mean one day. Until then, I'm Batman.
Molesting us, someone of the same sex, making us do something to them, older or the same age.
How many of our women?
Rape, molestation, abuse from
How
anybody.
many of our women
Doesn't matter.
Are getting destroyed and they don't remember, and then they hit 14 and all they watched ever since they already been destroyed is fucking Hot Girl Summer TV and I'm a bad bitch and I'm a do, right? And then what did I tell you about the Harley Quinn effect? Go watch the fucking video. What did I tell you about the Joker effect? Go watch the fucking video. What you see is what you become. If you've already been destroyed and primed for it, and then that's all you see, then what are you gonna become?
Who it was from. It tainted or altered us.
See, we can go scientific here. We ain't just gotta go generational curses. Scientists call it, fucking up your DNA, and it's DNA trauma that passes on through your DNA, and then the people in the future, you gotta deal with that. So, for the people that don't believe in the Bible, I will explain these problems. See, no matter what shenanigans and word semantics we play, they're problems, and problems can be solved.
Those of us who experienced this. And I know there's going to be people that come in the comments and say, well, not everybody was molested and raped. Okay, sure, you can cling to that, but all that is your flesh getting defensive because your flesh.
If you're watching stuff that's about abuse and you haven't been abused, or, not trying, you don't have a person that's been abused, maybe it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, and you're trying to understand them, what the fuck are you watching other people's misery for? Something's wrong with you. If you ain't been abused, or you're not trying to understand abused people in some maybe way or something like that, if you're just watching to watch, I'm not calling you nothing. I'm saying you need to understand why you want to watch bad shit. This is another level of shit. The same, you need to be in past the pork chop and doing the dances and shit, living the merry-go life. If you're not trying to help people, why are you running your mouth? It makes no sense. Oh yeah, you got a spirit on you.
Still wants to fulfill some lustful desires.
Spirit of nosiness.
Same sex is nothing but two people trying to fulfill their lust. They just want to physically interact. Not noticing or not even knowing that stems from trauma. You don't remember all the times that your diaper was changed by somebody. You don't remember when you were a newborn and up until 1 year old and 2 years. You don't remember every single time you was around somebody, sat on somebody's lap, got babysat by somebody.
The Most High does, and you know what? That's why he says there's angels walking around with you, recording your life for you. So when the final day of judgment, we all stand in front of each other and we lie, they're gonna whip the book of life out and be like, look, 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 look. He said he didn't do this, but look what your book of life says. This is what you went through on that day by that person. Duh. Ain't gonna be no lying when we all go upstairs, nigga.
Was I at a daycare with someone who probably shouldn't have been around kids?
Ain't gonna be
a
no
family member that
lying.
probably shouldn't have been around kids? For some people, our own parents. And those people who instilled that or took advantage, stripped our innocence or whatever the situation, took advantage of us, period.
Tried to turn us to the dark side.
Even they had the same thing happen to them. That is a learned behavior.
Yes.
Nobody is born in the wrong body. Nobody has been born, their soul put into the wrong body.
That is so bars. I'm stealing that. That's bars.
And anybody
that's bars.
And anybody that is getting defensive or trying to defend what they like and what they prefer, I need them to know, or I need you to realize that desire or that pulling that you feel to be with the same sex is all about sex or being sexual, being lustful. Want to get your rocks off or want to be dominant.
Friends, you're the ones who made Delaney Academy.
Or submit to the same sex due to you being twisted, altered. And
now I thought about this type of thing for a long time because you're called to preach to different people and all these different things, and I always wanted to be nice to them because they already have been bastardized in every way. And my father kind of said he looks at all sins, like certain sins, he doesn't like a lot of things, and there's things he really, really hates, you know what I mean? And that kind of makes it up there, but everyone targets them like that's the only thing that's up there. And I reveal all the time that my father said, nah, there's other things that he got a special place for y'all. Now, forgiveness is for all, and it's just the way it is. And free will is for all. See, in these other places, they run their mouths and throw the hell thing around and blah blah, while they're actually breaking the law right in front of your face, which is really funny. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple of tips on those. So when you get past the pork chop sitting in your face, you gonna bring up certain things about what he doing right in your face and be like, hey, open up the book to blah blah blah. You're not supposed to be wearing that. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be making images. Why the fuck are you making an image of the Lord's Son, you heathen ass nigga? Anyway, back to the story.
Your innocence was stripped from you. Or you were programmed through repeated acts of being sexually manipulated by somebody who was also sexually manipulated, twisted, altered, tainted.
A Sith.
Taken advantage of.
A Sith.
And they just passing it down and reenacting what they learned. Everybody just doing the same thing.
If no one tells you it's wrong, and people are doing it and getting away with it, it's scientifically proven people will keep doing it because they're getting away with it. Until the one comes and says, I'm going to throw a fucking monkey wrench in all of this, bring the light to this shit, and you motherfuckers are all going down together, baby. In a ball of flames.
Whoever was affected by this, or a lot of people who claim that they identify as gay, or bisexual. I've made multiple videos on this, and the comments is always crazy on those videos. I still gotta go through and delete videos to this day, or I have to click hold all comments so that every comment that comes in gets held for review by me.
Yeah, don't delete your videos. Like my father says, in the book, when you speak for him, the entire world's gonna mock and hate you and throw potatoes and tomatoes at you. So toughen up and do the work that he called you for, because only you can do it.
Does not make any mistakes.
Part 2 coming.
What is a woman and a woman going to do?
Original video in the wolf school.
In terms of reproducing.
Original video going in the wolf school.
We can't. Rubbing our bodies on each other, rubbing each other with our hands and mouths and slurping and whatever. That's not going to make no baby.
Really ain't.
That's not going to make a baby. What is a man and a man going to do?
Have sex and that's it.
When it comes to reproducing. Slurping, digging, being dug in.
Oh my God.
That's not going to make a baby.
Bro.